Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Scott Show. This is This Day in History. If you guys are following live with us, thank you for your patience as we had some other stuff going on. But we are here. We are live. It is January 3rd. Tomorrow is the big New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom. Kind of getting ready for that. We'll have some more on that later. But we are going to talk about the third first before we move on to tomorrow. And it is the 362 days remaining in the year. It's only the third day of the year. Hopefully you haven't lost your New Year's resolution yet. If my resolution was to go to the gym every day, I missed that yesterday. I didn't get to the gym. Today I am getting to the gym, and that will probably be later this afternoon. It won't be tomorrow. It won't be tonight. It will be this afternoon, and I'm still hitting Zumba. So by tomorrow, I'll have 75% of what I wanted to do done. All right, so we go into the events for today. Pope Leo X excommunicates Martin Luther. There you go. And then that happened in 1541, by the way, long time ago. 1749, Benton Wentworth issues the first of the New Hampshire grants, leading to the establishment of Vermont. In 1777, American General George Washington defeats British General Lord Cornwallis at the Battle of Princeton. 1815, Austria, the United Kingdom, and France form a secret defensive alliance against Prussia and Russia. In 1823, Stephen F. Austin receives a grant for land in Texas from the government of Mexico. In 1848, Joseph Jenkins Roberts, what a great name, is sworn in as the first president of Liberia. In 1861, Delaware votes not to secede from the Union. Interesting that they even had that vote. In 1870, I can't even talk today. The construction of the Brooklyn Bridge begins. There you go. In 1888, the James Lick telescope at the Lick Conservatory, measuring 91 centimeters in diameter, is used for the first time. It is the largest refracting telescope in the world at the time. I would love to know what the biggest one is now. The gun battle in East End of London left 2 dead in 1911 and sparks a political row over the involvement of then Home Secretary Winston Churchill. That's a name that people know very well. In 1925, Benito Mussolini announces he is taking over dictatorial powers over Italy. In 1932, martial law is declared in Honduras to stop a revolt by banana workers fired by the United Fruit Company. 1933, Minnie Gregg becomes the first woman elected as Speaker of the North Dakota House of Representatives, first woman ever hold a speaker position anywhere in the United States. In 1938, the March of Dimes is established as a foundation to combat polio by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. In 1946, popular Canadian-American jockey George Wolfe dies in a freak accident during a race. The annual George Wolfe Memorial Jockey Award is created to honor him. In 1947, proceedings of the Congress is televised for the first time ever. There you go, probably C-SPAN. 1953, Frances Bolton and her son Oliver from Ohio become the first mother and son to serve in Congress. 1956, fire damages the top part of the Eiffel Tower. 1957, Hamilton Watch Company introduces the first electric watch. 1958, the West Indies Federation is formed. 1959, Alaska is admitted as the 49th state. So, welcome Alaska, all these many years later. 1961, the United States severs Cuba's diplomatic relations over the latter's nationalization of American assets. In 1962, 1 year later, Pope John the 23rd excommunicates Fidel Castro. Really weird. We've had Pope John. We've had 23 of them so far. 1977, Apple Computer is incorporated. 1977. That always reminds me of the movie The Graduate, where he says, "Remember Apple." 1990, Noriega surrenders to American forces. Former leader of Panama. 1993, George Bush and Boris Yeltsin, president of Russia at the time, signed the Second Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, or START. 1994, more than 7 million people from the former apartheid homelands receive South African citizenship. 1999, the Mars Polar Lander is launched by NASA. 2000, final daily edition of the Peanuts comic strip. In 2004, Flash Airlines Flight 604 crashes into the Red Sea, resulting in 148 deaths, making it the most deadliest accident in Egyptian history. In 2009, the first block of the blockchain of the decentralized payment system Bitcoin, called the Genesis block, is established by the creator of the system, Mr. Nakamoto. In 2015, Boko Haram militants razed the entire town of Baga in northeast Nigeria, starting the 2015 Baga massacre and killing as many as 2,000 people. We always leave this day in history with some kind of deaths, and it just sucks. So let's get to some really cool stuff. Just a few deaths we should talk about, bring up. 1979, Conrad Hilton passed away. 2014, Phil Everly passed away. Edward Brooke, who was the 47th Massachusetts Attorney General, he passed away 2015. And so did Brian Caldwell, 2015 football player. He passed away then. All right, but we're gonna go to births because I think I'm gonna do deaths first from now on. Just remember this day in history, and then wish happy birthday to many awesome people. Because why not? So, big thumbs up. Lots of love and respect to all the wonderful people who we talk about, who we give happy birthdays to, including Stephen Stills from Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Happy birthday to Stephen Stills. I love Crosby, Stills, and Nash. So, there you go, folks. John Paul Jones. Happy birthday to John Paul Jones. Happy birthday to Victoria Principal, who I just was thinking about yesterday. Which is funny. Because I like the show Dallas. 1952, Jim Ross, who you can listen to every week on the Ross Report. He's the man. And check him out on Access TV as well with New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday to Jim Ross. And I do apologize to Jim that the Sooners did not win, but you can't have it all, my friend. Alright, in 1956, Mel Gibson was born. So, Jim Ross and Mel Gibson, two dudes. Cheryl Miller, former basketball player and coach. Happy birthday to Cheryl. Michael Schumacher, happy birthday to you. And Eli Manning, happy birthday to you as well. It is the anniversary of the coup d'etat in Burkina Faso, and it is the 10th of the 12 days of Christmas. So there you go. That is this day in history. Join us every single day here on the Scott Show podcast. We do it up on thescottshow.com. You guys can check out all the cool stuff going on there. We will be updating a lot today, as it is my life to entertain you guys and give you guys this day in history, as we do every single day here on the Scott Show podcast. So we're going to get out of here, folks. You guys have a great rest of your day. Catch you real soon. And Maestro, kick my This Day in History music.